Hey guys, so they took the engine out. Here it is because something's wrong with it. So this is the main culprit, the crankshaft. So the mechanic has one. It's from an acquaintance actually. It's from his old engine. He's gonna bring it there, and that's the main thing that needs to be replaced. The engine block has no damages whatsoever, but the piston rings needs to be replaced because they're moving like a millimeter like in 1 mm or something when placed in the block. So the mechanic took it out. I don't know how to take it out, and I don't have the right tool, so that's why I cannot do it by myself. The engine head is fine, the carburetor is fine. There's nothing to worry about this one, but good thing the mechanics saw it or beforehand. These needs to be replaced. Like this one is hard. I don't know what is in this, so I bought a replacement. Look, it block and water can't even get through it. Yeah, so I bought a replacement head gasket and oil. It's scratching. It's scratching the shell bearing crate. So this is the culprit cylinder. There's something like a gold in there that's called a shim. It's like sandwich so that it can be bit tighter in the crankshaft, but it's still noisy. Still makes noise. So I bought. It's the first thing that it was fixed when I owned the car, but still noisy. So I bought a new one and waiting for the replacement crankshaft. Also, the mechanic told me to buy a new oil pump since this one is not blowing right. So I bought one as well. And also, the clutch is good. Although I wish I have the money to replace that one, or at least a new gearbox with 5 speed, new head gasket, and some rubber gaskets to pull gasket thingy. The pump, shell bearing, the bulb seal is in there as well, and some new piston rings so that it won't move a bit. The block is good, the lining is good. I saw it and I was not able to take a photo or a video with it, but I think the culprit, that's why it's noisy and it doesn't lubricate as much, is because of that oil pump. Everything else is good. Carburetor, I don't know if it's needed to be calibrated or cleaned or whatever, but it doesn't go down when I let go of the accelerator or the gas. It doesn't rev down right away. Like there's still power hanging. So this is the engine bay. I'm gonna open it. Oh, where is the latch here? Ta-da! It's empty. But uh, the mechanic told me that there's nothing wrong that he sees here. Aside from the air conditioner that needs to be replaced. But this one is a busted engine mount for the transmission, so I had to replace it as soon as possible. Well, if I got the money, probably like next month or something. And the engine pump is good. The radiator needs to be fixed or replaced. I'm gonna replace it with something like a Honda Turo or some Turo and separate it from the condenser. And this one has to be replaced as well. It doesn't hold as much. So it took him like 4 hours to disassemble or dismantle this. I think I have to replace it as well. Just the boot. And look, it wasn't even done with a proper zip tie or a metal zip tie. And there's oil leaking from there, so it will have to be replaced as well. The exhaust is good. There are no exhaust leaks, but I still have to have it checked. The one needs to be replaced is the CB arm, CB joint there, and driver's seat somewhere. Yeah. Now it stands taller than I am used to, and that's the ride height that I like. It's going to rain. Yeah, the description was going to rain because the clouds are moving this way, and if they do, it will rain. So I am waiting for the mechanic if he's going to go and fix it right now and finish it, because tomorrow will be another level of quarantine, so every moment will be restricted. Also, there is a misfire, I think, and I think he tightened this one very tight. I tried to loosen it, but it won't budge. So I'll have to ask the mechanic to put it properly. But I'm going to replace that with like an iridium NGK or Danso iridium spark plug, so that it has a better spark, better fuel consumption, and it will last longer. Not maybe a bit pricey, but it will pay for the long ride. And some sensors, oil pressure sensor will be replaced. It's there, or it will be wired. The temperature sensor, I think there are two. It will be wired as well. Temperature sensor went out after I last used it, before I tried to use it again this year. It's just stayed in the garage like for a whole year after I last used it, but I really want to use it because my brother's birthday is approaching, and I want to get my youngest brother here at home so that we can celebrate my other brother's birthday complete. And this carburetor will, if it doesn't act properly, I think I have to have it fixed somewhere else. If I have the tool, if I have the time, if I have the money, I will do it all by myself, but I don't. I have the money, but yeah, I am out of budget right now. And I'm going to work like in a few minutes or a few hours here at home. And at least now I have some employment again, and I don't have to go out because of the pandemic. But yeah, I really hope to use this car soon because it's great. So after this, I'm going after the brake and the tires. They have to be replaced, and the CB joint. The suspension is good, but probably the bushings need to be replaced. I don't know. The air filter, it's new. The radiator fan is good. It's a high-speed fan. I got lucky with that one. I just wired it by myself. It's not the stock wiring anymore. So the temperature sensor isn't working with the fan. The relay isn't working. There is no replacement relay, so I think I have to rewire that so that the fan spins after it is hotten up and then turns up when the car is fast enough to be cooled by the air while running. But I hate those gasket. That gasket. I hate that. But if it seals the oil pan, I'm fine with that. This one, I don't think I have to put a gasket on that anymore because there is a replacement head gasket cover there, and that's good. And some valve seals have to be replaced as well. But I'm just waiting for the camshaft to arrive. It's I hope it doesn't sell me the camshaft anymore because he got it for free. Like an acquaintance gave it to him for free. Like the whole engine is same engine as this for a later model Corolla, the E110 Corolla with the 2A engine. Uh, it was taken out so that the Corolla can get the 4AF and 4AFE engine. The car still standing in his garage, untouched. I don't know if he's going to sell it, but that's a former fleet car, not an X-Taxi or something. But I'm fine with the X-Taxi as long as the engine is good and as long as the body is good. I think I'm going to buy one after I buy an E100 if I have the money. So please support and watch this and don't skip the ads if there will be an ad for this video. But I hope there is and I hope you watch this. So it is just an update with my Rubi. I'm not the one who's fixing it. But for the other fixes, I'm going to be the one who will be fixing it. As soon as I have the time, and the radio is also being fixed. I took it to an electrician and I told him that I don't want the CD anymore. Replace it with a 3.5mm jack, and I think he can do that. And it's just electronics. He told me he can do that, so I asked him to do it. So we're going to have sound. I'm gonna put newer speakers there, speakers that are for home use only. I'm looking for an old JBL speakers, but I don't think they're here anymore. Those are cool speakers anyway. Those are loud, and I'm gonna put an amplifier on it and a phone mount. And we're going to ride as long as this pandemic rips up. We're going nightly drives again. That's what I'm used to do. Night rides with my van. I don't have the van anymore. I sold it because it's not economic to maintain anymore or fix. This one is because I found the parts so easily, even though for an engine that is like 20 years, 30 years old. The Toyota 2E engine was last used like around year 2000. But it was produced first like 1988, 89 for a Toyota Corolla and Starlets. But look, the parts are still there. It's still brand new. Brand new piston ring, brand new oil pump. It's the same. Brand new connecting rod or shell bearing, and brand new gaskets. So this is economical to repair, unlike the old one. It's like I'm gonna wait for the pieces from Japan to come because that's a right hand drive to left hand drive converted Prabia. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Hope me luck with this build. I'm not the one who's gonna build it, but someday the next cars. Bro, let's hope that I'm the one who's going to rebuild it with the proper tools, proper time, and proper budget. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys out there. Take care.